Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for another Top versus Bot Week 4. I am, of course, Commissioner Trufflesaurus, and I'm joined by the person whose shoes I continuously try to fill unsuccessfully, Commissioner Sig. How you doing today, Sig?
I'm doing good. Have you tried two pairs of socks?
Man, you are so good at this. I really need to up my game.
Two pairs of socks might help that. Now, I don't know if you can afford that, but I'm not familiar with the economy where you're from, so that's up to you.
Hey, one step or one problem at a time. One problem at a time. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I think without any further ado, it's time to go ahead and jump in. So, taking a look at our first slide today, who will be in first place? Blitzkrieg versus Nine Lives. Ooh, and I do think they do play this week if I remember the schedule right.
They do, and I think it's going to be potentially a final show. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. If this was finals, I would say that Nine Lives are top. I think they have a better, well-rounded approach to their games, where Blitzkrieg rely a lot on Exia to snowball. If we do, if a team was to take care of his pool a little bit more, maybe give him some more emphasis in pick and ban, they wouldn't make it that far in.
That solid points, and I do think if any one of the two teams is going to get a 2-0 in, I think it's Nine Lives. But I actually think this is going to be a 1-1. And the question is who's going to be in first place. Currently, Blitzkrieg has one more point than Nine Lives, so I actually think it's going to be Blitzkrieg. So that would be top from me, and bot from Sig.
I buy that. Now the next one, who's more likely to bounce back? Gale Force or Phoenix? Now, if we were talking about the symbolism and ideology of this, folks, I would love to dive in and explain how I'm going to pick bot Phoenix, but I actually think it's going to be top with Gale Force. Gale Force, they've shown so much promise. Last week, they acted like they started to get together. I think this week they're just going to continue to show that.
Yep, I would normally give the edge to Gale Force, and so I'm going to agree with you. And one of the main reasons I'm going to throw in there is that if I remember correctly, Goon played on Team Phoenix, and he's out for the rest of the split. So I don't know who the replacement's going to be off the top of my head. I don't remember who it is. So there's a whole new layer of coordination that's gotta be established between Team Phoenix to come back. So I think that makes it slightly less likely.
I believe that their sub, their replacement, is Fat Lee.
Oh,
So he's an incredibly talented jungler, but this is like water and oil when you compare the play styles of Fat Lee versus Goon Stomp. Both of them incredibly talented, but Goon brought a level of control in his play where Fat Lee is much more aggressive. I think it's either going to lead to stronger snowballing, but it could potentially lead the other direction where if they can't keep up with Fat Lee, it's something you got to weigh.
yeah. I don't know. Now that you've reminded me that it's Fat Lee, I totally spaced there for a moment. I might actually change my answer. I think both teams I have a really good shot at bouncing back, but I'm actually going to disagree with you. Uh, I think Fat Lee is going to absolutely play into the playstyle of Team Phoenix. So
I
bot
hope so.
bot for me.
Well, coolio.
More hype return. Ace on Lux in bot lane, or Fatly on Udyr as a sub, I think. Yeah. So that was pretty hype. Both those are pretty hype.
They were, I would say, top with Ace if it wasn't that it was we saw it in a double mage bot lane, which cool.
What I think you
I,
mean to say, so sorry. What I think you mean to say is even more hype because that was bananas. I had to censor myself there, but that was absolutely bananas, which adds to the hype for me.
I guess it's they've rotted by the time they got to me. I thought it was fun to watch, but I don't think it had the impact that they were expecting. So I'm gonna say bot Fat Lee on Udyr. It's literally stuff a legend. It's like Rule 2 in the LCUS. One, don't disrespect Sig. Two, ban Udyr on Fat Lee. So
Yeah, I mean, I was super digging both games both splits. I'm actually gonna go Ace on Lux because I remember playing many a game with him with that. So I'm gonna go top.
I can buy that. I can buy that. Now, staying on the option 12 discussion, uh, what is option 12? Are they the best macro team in the LCUS, or are they overhyped? I I'm gonna say that they are the best macro team in the LCUS. I'm definitely gonna go top. As someone that has scrimmed against them, and we do play them this upcoming week, that is probably my biggest fear: is their ability to rotate late game and to play from behind in almost any situation. So we'll have to see. I hope we don't see any of that Monte Cristo rotation right there, but uh, I don't want it to be top, but I think it's top.
Yeah, option 12 does have incredibly good rotations, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'd call them the best macro team in the LCUS. And their performance, sorry to my friends in option 12, but their performance this split hasn't really held up to the hype. I think I'm partly responsible for that hype because I gave them a 2-0 with Jeff in the cast, and it ended up being a 2-0, just not in option 12's favor. So I think for to make amends with Blitzkrieg for guessing wrong on the outcome of that split, I'm going to go with overhyped.
I'd buy that. I'd buy that. So next, bigger lungs, Michael Phelps or Jeff. Um, I, I'm gonna say Michael Phelps, but I know for the rest of eternity I'm gonna picture a Loudred when I think of Jeff. So thank you, Slide Creation Team. A plus plus knocked it out of the park. I'm gonna go top Michael Phelps.
So, Sig, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you know this, but every time that you see Michael Phelps bring his head up to the side, he's actually breathing again, and that's a sign to me that Jeff has way bigger lungs because I don't know that he's ever taken a breath on a cast. Jeff is just so good at that casting. I'm giving it to Jeff.
He is the man. He's a rap god. I mean, I can't wait for his first album to drop. As the kids say, it's going to be lit, fam. But yeah, as a rap god, but I still think he's got a lot on. Doesn't have it going as much as Michael Phelps.
Okay, agree to disagree, but you are wrong. Holiday Showdown. Would you rather be a captain or not be a captain? Oh, that's great. That's his pool party skin. I love Gangplank's pool party skin.
Um, I'm gonna say not be a captain. Play the second play that's real big in my playbook is blame the leader, whoever took control of the situation. So as long as I'm not at the wheel of the car, I can blame whoever was driving. So, but not be a captain. I'm the face, not the brains.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I would much rather not be a captain. Look at how much fun Gangplank is having over there with the squirt gun, grilling burgers. Excuse me. Captaining's not my cup of tea personally. I'm gonna let people who are better than it do it, better than me do it. So bot, not be a captain.
And though we both say bot, folks, here's the plug for the night. Please make sure you go sign up on the 9th when signups begin for the Holiday Showdown. If you don't want to be a captain, you don't have to. But if you think this is your time to shine, if you want to take leadership in this upcoming Holiday Showdown, we absolutely want to give you the opportunity to do so and to be a part of this captain draft. You got to sign up. So if you got a little captain in you, head over to the LCUS on Facebook and sign up starting on the 9th.
But not to be outdone, I do want to talk about our sponsor today. Top vs. Bot is brought to you by the Simple Soy Man. The Simple Soy Man has been bringing handcrafted soy and health foods to the Midwest for over 35 years. Find their products in the greater Milwaukee, Madison, and Chicago area, or visit them online on simplesoyman.com for a full list of the store.
So good, so good. If I ever ate soy in my whole life, I bet you I'd enjoy it.
I've enjoyed it in the past, but anyways, thank you so much for joining us today, and from me and Sig, have a great day.